Okay, so here we are working the bank, and Lanny, right there. Got some nice looking stuff over right there too. So let's get in there. Some big snakes pop out of these banks sometimes. So, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, that's a nice. That's a good one. I'll take it. Now the question is it bone, fossilized bone, or petrified wood? Very, very hard to decipher most of the time. So I'll let this dry off, and then I'll make out with it. Give it a little lick in several areas. Looks like it's been worked too, but just give it a lick, probably right in here. And if it sticks to my tongue, then it is bone. Bone is porous. All right, let's set that bad boy aside. See some other nice little guys in here, but all right, let's see what this one is. Sometimes I bring a big squirt gun with me. So this is an ancient waterway that I was unaware of the history. Actually, most people still are. But okay, there we go. So now, I believe color back there. There's a little crawdad. Sorry, buddy. I was gonna say, I believe this. Yeah. So I've found many of these in different sizes. But well, first of all, they're magnetic and they're patterned, indicating high heat. I like to think they're meteorites, but they're not. I believe that the indigenous were far more capable of what we've ever known in their technologies, and that they were extracting ore. We know that for some of the paint, pigments and things that they used. But I also can say with a high degree of certainty that these types of pieces like this were whatever it is, were submitted to a couple, 3, maybe even 4,000 degrees, which is a kiln or some other process, which the indigenous were not supposed to have had been able to accomplish. But even a lot of this petrified wood or petrified bone was high heated and then just sculpted, just like this fire clay here. And you can tell that because I've looked at thousands of pieces of it, and also most of these, or many of these, oh, there's one right there. You can see they have holes, like they skewered them, I think, so that they could work them or pull them out of the kiln or whatever their process was. And that one was just a little poke. But there's one going right there. See it going up the nose. Sometimes you can see where it pops out on the other side. And you'll see where, just like drywall, they'll patch it up. So very interesting stuff. This has got all kinds of marks, signs, symbols on it. This isn't mainstream stuff, I'll tell you that, but I'm not a mainstream guy. Once I clean this thing up, look a little more closely at those black marks, which were done by design. See a lot of this one. It's a serpent's head, but it's much more complex than that. And then this here most likely would correlate to or represent whatever figure this has been sculpted into. And on top of that, you've got all kinds of symbols and incisions on the piece itself. Some of them are just very hard to make out, but you could tell that they're figures like that. And others, pretty obvious. Others are abstract, but they're consistent across many of these. I do believe that some of them could possibly be their signature. I know that Sitting Bull's signature was a bull with his hooves tucked underneath him. So, and that's modern history. I do believe that this stuff goes back, we're going deep history, 13, 20,000 years ago or so. Because no one knows anything about this. A lot of the native groups say they don't know anything about the rock art. The records here on the plains, including those from the trappers, were the first here, and I guess at some of the big cave art sites, some of these trappers that were in good with the natives asked about the art, the cave, the rock art on the big rock on the big rock motifs, and they said, we don't know anything about it. And that's consistent. So it makes sense making the jump from a rock shelter and decorating it to a smaller rock. I don't know why that's so hard to swallow, but that's what we've got going on here. Sure would like to find out how they did this.